Hello guys and welcome to What the Tech episode 29. We are your hosts. My name is Lobo.
My name is Vernon. Glad to be back.
Yep, and for today's episode or this week's episode, we are going to finally go through our results. Usually we will come up with an in-depth review, but a lot of people already saw the unboxing that we did. So we do have all of the Google Pixel devices here, and we'll do like a sort of a mini review per se.
Nice.
Just to make sure that everybody has the idea. And I think one of the main things which we can talk about today would be the battery life. And I want to get your reaction to it. And of course, you all can also kind of go through the reaction in the comment section below. Again,
Disclaimer.
the tele lights is not turning on. Is
Also,
that one? Okay.
Disclaimer. This is the first time I'm looking at these devices. Adam, of course, has done reviews and stuff like that. So this is my first time.
Okay. So that is one of the things that we're going to be talking about. Then the next thing we are going to be talking about is also the Vivo V60 finally launched here in Malaysia. So we can just go through the overall specs and what exactly was a little more mind-blowing when it comes to this particular device. The best tech news for the week, not a lot to be completely honest, but we can talk about the new releases from ROG, which is the ROG Xbox version. I'm not a huge gamer, as you know, so we'll just try to cover those just to give you that context of that.
Side's happy.
And I'm sure he's very happy. And even Lee Hood as well. Like, I think the three of us, Mo is behind the decks today. Samsung Galaxy event on the 4th of September. What can we expect for that? We'll talk about that soon. And under the Who Asked For This, we've got the iKKO Mind One phone. Very interesting. Spoiler alert, I like it. Compared to last week's blue phone, the Blue Fox phone.
Thick phone.
They're on a thick phone. Yeah, we had our fun there. Community segment this time around will be based on a very interesting question. Again, came out from Syed, saying that when you listen to podcast, music, or even watching videos, what is your listening tool of choice? Tell us in the comments. Highest one is earphones, and then there's headphones as the second one, but not in terms of the results. The second one would be speakers, headphones, and then watch on mute with captions turned on. We're going to have a very interesting conversation on this. Again, I didn't see the comments, but
imagine listening to music with captions on. With no audio.
Yeah, it's like karaoke. You know, karaoke where you kind of mute it, right? What's exciting next week? Well, it's Merdeka tomorrow if you guys are watching here. So Selamat Hari Merdeka on behalf of all of our non-Malaysians and also Malaysians.
Sunday.
Yeah, so because this podcast will be out tomorrow. So that's why I said tomorrow.
Stay corrected.
It's okay. Then the video releases recap. If you're watching this on a Saturday, the LG AI appliances, about how AI implements itself into appliances is actually very nice. So if you haven't checked that video out, be sure to check it out as well. Thank you, Mo. With smart lighting, finally we got a video out that will be coming out tomorrow during Merdeka. So Merdeka at night after you're done with your dinner and celebrating the day before, you can sit and watch this. Upcoming videos, the Vivo V60 review, in-depth review coming soon. A video review of the Pixel, all three. I'm going to do like a versus video to help you all make a purchase decision on which one you should choose, especially on the battery life and whether or not the Pro's cameras are so much better than the baseline version. And we are also in the midst of reviewing the Samsung S95F TV.
S95 TV. Okay.
So do not get confused. 95 is not the... Yeah, I know. So when people press the bell and then there's some face come out there. I'm sure it's somebody wrong. The S95 is not the size of the screen. It's the model, which is the matte version.
Ooh,
yeah, so
that's interesting.
I also wanted
also
to
not the
debunk. I also wanted to debunk the idea of, because a lot of people say that while matte screen is great for glare, but apparently a lot of people have complained on the color shift. So yeah, that review on that or a video on that is coming soon. Let's start off with the Google Pixel 10 versus the 10 Pro versus the 10 Pro XL. Okay, I have my notes over here, and before we go into my notes, You are seeing it right now. I literally, just before the podcast, I open it and go through. So before I even go through my notes and what I found, what are your impressions now holding the device? So maybe you can hold each one of it, followed like here, and then just give us your thoughts on the overall design first and foremost.
Disclaimer, I have no notes, like zero. Absolutely no notes.
Which is why we are here. So we get it like straight out there without any notes.
I think it's also because we talked about it extensively.
I agree. I think like this is like almost like 3 episodes just talking about the Pixel devices.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And as you know, I'm a fan of the Pixel.
Yes.
So having a look at it, at these, for the first time and actually having a hands-on, it's awesome.
So this is the obsidian color.
So this is the Pro XL.
Yep.
It's actually, it feels bigger than my iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Just show the camera side by side. Yeah.
Okay, camera. I have a case, but it actually feels bigger.
Yeah.
Slightly, just slightly, ever so slightly.
Is it heavier?
It's heavier, I think. Okay. Just slightly. I'm a little bit bothered by the circumference of the radius of the curves. But,
how are you? Why are you bothered about that?
Because they're not consistent. They're not the same curvature.
Okay.
If you look at the iPhone, everything is basically the same.
So it's almost like the Nothing phone, lah. The Nothing Phone 3.
Nothing phone is absolutely an OCD nightmare because everything is asymmetrical. But yeah, this looks very built. I mean, very well built. I really like it. The glass, I mean, the shiny frame is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, if you can see.
I agree.
But I do like the matte black. It's
I agree.
really nice.
I totally agree.
Nice premium.
So that would be the XL.
Feels good in the hand. I love the grey. Is it called grey? Obsidian.
It's called Obsidian.
Yeah, really nice color.
So
this is really nice.
So this is the Pro, and this color is called the Moonstone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this feels a lot like a 15 Pro.
There
Right.
you go.
The size is really nice in the hand and 6.3, I believe.
Yeah.
Inches.
Yep.
There are dual speakers at the bottom, which is nice. Again, it feels very premium, well built. I'm still bothered by that, but let's just ignore. Nice matte finish. I see already a scratch here, so
Yeah.
it is still not scratch proof.
Yep.
Very nice, really. What
Finally,
you would expect from Google and its Pixel line.
this is the base Pixel 10, and this is in the what's this called? I think it's the Frost.
Okay, so
color.
the frame reminds me of a Samsung FE because
point.
it looks a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Not to say that it looks cheap, but it looks cheaper than the Pro models. But I think this is probably the closest to the Pro in the many generations because now there is 3 cameras.
Yeah.
And design-wise, it's very similar to the Pro range.
Yeah.
Like it feels good in the hands. It feels exactly like the Pro. Nice. I like the colors too. Has a glass back.
Yeah. And it's not the main difference between the design would be the fact that the baseline comes with a glossier finish.
Yes.
But it's matte side, so it's like total opposite as the Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems a little bit like a fingerprint magnet too, but not as obvious, I think, as with a shiny surface.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very nicely built. I think, again, this is one of the surprises for Google this year. I think the Pixel 10 is going to be a winner. Purely based on specs that I've read, some videos that I've watched, and also, touching and feeling it right now. Winner.
Lovely. Always nice to hear his thoughts without any notes. I have notes for you all because obviously I'm going to transfer these notes into the review that we have. So we are going to be talking about the things that we found out when I was reviewing all 3 devices. It was a very tough week for me because I had tons of some other devices which I can't mention because it's an embargo. But yeah, reviewing 3 devices at the same time, it's not an easy feat, of course. So I had to make sure that I get everything up. But one of the main things that I wanted to show you all is the fact that Pixel Snap, right? Because I wish that we could show it last week. So here we have a Belkin charger over here. So what I wanted to show you all is whether or not the magnets are strong enough. So if you put it up like this, you line it, it is very strong. So you can see now, because it is slightly glossy, right? So it can be a bit like that, you see? Yeah, so compared to the
Does
Pros.
Does it happen to iPhone?
Because my iPhone is with a case. So let's try with the iPhone, for example. Yeah, so it doesn't move as much. I honestly feel that
So the
while
magnets
the
aren't as
magnets
strong?
are great, but I still feel that maybe 20 or 10% not as strong as the iPhones.
Okay.
And this particular glossy one, like I said, it you don't have that sense of, you always second guess to go like, is it
in yet?
Yeah, so you'd be like, is it on yet? Like, right? Not is it in yet? That would be for the base model. Now, if you go into the Pro models, right, it feels a bit more solid.
Okay.
I think it's also because of the weight and because, see, it still feels very loose.
Because with MagSafe, you tend to get that that assuring click, right?
Yeah.
When
So like you
when
bring
you
your
touch it,
iPhone
yeah,
again.
when
So
you touch it to
you just put it here,
it's
done, right? So it's still better than the Oppo Find X8 Pro, but it's still, I feel, see, I don't have that. You just try it. When you just try to put this on.
Could it be a Belkin problem or is it a Pixel problem, do you think?
I think it's the Pixel problem. Because if it works well on the iPhone, you get what I mean? When you put it in, it doesn't
feel as strong as an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's very assuring.
Yeah.
Look at the iPhone, how it actually sticks
So
to
even
it.
when I put it in my car, when I'm reviewing all three devices, I feel like I had that sense of like anxiety a bit to make sure that, hey, is we going to fall or not?
Interesting. Nobody talked about it.
That's why I want to talk about it. Yeah. It is there, but it's not as strong as the iPhones. And you are right, because no one has actually mentioned about it. And now that you tried it, other than me, it feels like, and it comes so easily. Like,
and
so
also because this is heavier. And this is heavier.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's good that it's there, right? And I like the accessories that came up with. But based on our review, like I said, this is what we found out, right?
Nice.
I don't know whether they're going to be selling the Pixel Snap wireless charging stand here in Malaysia or not, or even the Pixel Snap ring stand. But, probably if you are going to other countries, they might have it. But since it is officially available in Malaysia, so probably you might find it over here. We're not going to be talking about specs in this particular video because we talked about it like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be talking about our experience here. So let's start off from the Google Pixel 10. Recap of the pricing. Do you remember the pricing?
3,999.
Yeah, I always cannot remember, so that's why I put it in my notes. 3,999, guys. So it is 4,000 ringgit lah. Let's just put it that way, right? My biggest thing is that setup took almost an hour.
Set up, as in you fire it up.
When you see, you're excited with your Google Pixel phone, okay? And this could be probably because it's a review unit, so maybe the update was so huge. The update was about 500 megabytes.
So when you fired it up, it asked for you to update.
Yeah, so you can't move forward without updating, which is fine.
Which is interesting.
But you don't make me wait for almost 45 minutes to 1 hour. So that was a bit annoying.
Sounds like Windows 10.
Yeah, because I've seen big updates coming from other Android phones like Xiaomi, Vivo. Yeah. Even though it's 500, 600 megabytes, it doesn't take me that long to wait. And it gives me the option to update it later, which could be a double-edged sword. Because if you have the option to update it later, then probably you won't get the best quality or the experience. And during the setup, it was hot as hell. I was like, why? So again, it could be a beginning issue because after setting it up and after the device cooled down, it has never become warm since then. But the first setup was very warm. It also reminds me of iPhones. Every single time when I get a brand new iPhone, the first setup is always like really, really hot. And it only happens on the iPhone and it happens now on the Google Pixel. I don't get that on Samsung or Xiaomi or Vivo devices. So other than that, like I said, it could be an annoyance for me, but maybe not for a lot of people. But imagine you bought your brand new Pixel phone and then you'll be like, I wait there for 1 hour. Hey, where's your new phone? I'm updating, bro. another 5 minutes. Where's your phone? I haven't updated. You get what I mean? It's like that, that annoyance, right? So I hope that's only a thing whereby we went through because of the devices getting earlier than the retail units which is out there. Now, battery is a very interesting find. I do have a full entire like breakdown, which we'll go into the YouTube video when it's out. But for me, I was very surprised because the Google Pixel 10, at 94% battery, I only had 26 minutes of screen on time, which is not good, right? But the battery drain was better later on.
Okay. Interesting.
So, yes. It seems like a trend because it was also for the Pro. So we'll talk about that soon. Now,
is it because the CPU is throttling and
maybe it's just being introduced?
Slower
I'm not sure.
performance.
But the battery drain was quite bad at the beginning stage of the percentage, right? Then about 2 hours and 23 minutes of screen on time where I got it when I was at 64% battery life. So that's not bad. That's okay. It's okay now. Now at the end of day one, I had about 6 hours and 12 minutes of screen on time, about 11 p.m., which is beyond my sleeping time already. And I had 40% left on day one. Okay? Day one, 40% left, 6 hours plus, which is great. I woke up with 32%, so there was about 8% battery drain, which is okay lah. Let's just put it for a brand new device and with all the notifications and all. At around 10:30 a.m., I got about 2 hours, 26 minutes. But overall, the battery life that I got on the Google Pixel 10 was an average of almost 9 hours.
That's very good.
I agree.
Yeah.
So the battery life on the Google Pixel 10 is very good. Not as good as the 9A because we all know that the materials and the cameras and this new tensor chipset can be better.
Blah, blah,
yeah, meaning like later on with software updates. So 9 hours plus with heavy use, I think that's really great. So you can probably get maybe 10 hours or so. The design, I agree with you. I like the matte finish at the side, but I don't like the glossy finish at the back, even though it's not a fingerprint magnet so obvious, but it is there. I like that it comes with a nice cases. You know how Google Pixel has all the cases? We do have it. We didn't do it in our unboxing because I didn't want the unboxing to be super long, which, by the way, is already up on our YouTube channel in case you guys haven't seen it. But again, I honestly feel like it's best to use the phone naked. Yeah. Pun intended.
Only for the rich people.
Yes. But it's just having it. But you do have like risk of scratching the phone lah.
Yes,
that's what happened,
which,
right?
Which I hate because micro scratches really bug me.
Yes, same here. One thing which has been really improved significantly, and I don't think anybody is going to talk about this because again, I'm always the kind of person who, I wouldn't say nitpick, but I do see the minor details. The SIM card placement has been changed. But not only that, I don't have a SIM ejector pin, but the SIM card slot is a bit wider. It's not as tight as the Google Pixel 9 series. So I remember I really had to push the SIM card, and when I was trying to slot in the phone on the Google Pixel 9A, the 9 and the 9 Pro XL, I had issues putting the SIM card, slotting it properly and pushing it in the phone. This one's wider. So that is something we'll show into the in-depth review. Software-wise, I still feel like, while a lot of people appreciate Pixel devices being almost stock
vanilla,
Android, I don't like the idea that you don't allow us to remove the icon names to make it nice and minimal, like what you can do on Vivo, Xiaomi phones, or even Oppo. You have to use something like the Nova launcher. And I also don't like this. So I don't know whether you can turn it off. You know how when you turn on a Google Pixel phone, you have your frequently used app in the middle here or something, or app suggestion.
Yeah.
I don't want to have app suggestion. I want to have my exact app there.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. For me, I want to have the choice to not have that and have my own app because I do not necessarily want to open Todoist here. Yeah. And having two Todoists at the home screen does not make sense, right? You want to have any other app. So I
guess it may get better over time as it learns your usage on a daily basis.
Yeah, but I still like to have a choice on my own.
Yeah, true. Because you already have a shortcut there anyway.
Yeah, correct.
Makes sense.
So
maybe remove your shortcut.
keep it empty.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be. Okay. Then
Every day is like a random app that you just fire up.
The display is really nice. I'm sure you can agree.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube.
I mean, based on specs, what?
Very nice and compact.
nits?
Yeah. Quality really good. But the speakers, not so good.
Not so good, but
not very loud.
It's dual speakers.
And it's very hollow. This is something...
You can't beat iPhone for speakers.
That's true. But I'm comparing
honestly.
it against even a Samsung, right? For a phone within the size, it sounds so hollow, right? And that brings us to our later topic about the community post about how you use speakers and all, right? So when I test this out,
Definitely
when I watch
not on the
YouTube videos, definitely... No, I do use it on phone. So that's why I said the answer is going to be very interesting. But yeah, the speakers on this wasn't the best, right? So if you're looking for a phone that has very good phone speakers, you better off go with an iPhone or even
what about
Samsung phone.
The XL and
it was better.
Better.
It's better. So probably is the form factor because the Pro and this had the similar stereo speakers. Sounding a little hollow, but the Pro XL sounded more fuller. But quality-wise, I still feel like Samsung and Apple does it better.
Okay.
Haven't do a gaming test yet. Cameras had some very interesting results, which I won't tell now. Sorry, because I want you all to see for yourself. I don't want to say it. At the same time, it also brings us to give you like a teaser to watch the video when it's out. So that would be for the Google Pixel 10. As for the Google Pixel 10 Pro, of course, if you spend 1,000 ringgit more, you get 4,999. This is the moonstone color. Now, it is a better display panel. So it goes from 1 to 120 compared to 60 on the baseline model. The battery, it was also quite interesting because the battery drain, which I talked about, wasn't as pronounced on the Pro.
Oh, really?
Funnily. That's why I'm saying I don't understand this pattern, right? On day one, I ended up about almost 6 hours, which was very close to that. The battery size is smaller than the baseline. I do not know why.
More components.
Then, could be. And then in overall, I would say both devices did last 2 days at least. The next day, I was close to getting 7 hours of screen on time total.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Not as good as the baseline, obviously, but it was quite decent. So overall, it feels like if you had to compare, guys, between the base and also the Pro, it all comes down to whether or not you need that extra specs per se when it comes to that. As for the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, which is my favorite even before reviewing this, 5,999 is the price. Would I buy the phone? Absolutely. I really love this phone. It has the same upgrades as the 10 Pro. So the camera are the same, right? So it all comes down to like how people prefer to use the iPhone 16 Pro as opposed to using the Pro Max, for example. I love the bigger screen. I can see a significant difference. Battery life, it had a similar battery drain for the first few percentage, which was very worrying. But in total, I got almost 8.5 hours of screen time. So as a recap, the Pixel 10, almost 9 hours. The Pixel 10 Pro, 7 hours-ish. And then 8 hours of screen on time on the Pixel 10 Pro XL.
Right. But naturally, because this has a bigger battery, right?
Yes, it is the biggest battery among all the Pixel phones.
You would expect it to have, at least one of the best battery life.
Exactly. Design-wise, this obsidian color is amazing. It makes me feel like, although I always like the porcelain, the white color ones, I think this might be the year where I'm going to use a black color smartphone. Plus, D-Brand came up with a very interesting skin, which we will show you guys because I don't think it's embargo, but it's a very interesting skin which we'll show you because D-Brand did send out the skins. Yeah. So I'm going to put it on and it looks really nice as well.
But I must say the colorways for this year's Pixels are really nice.
Yeah, even when Mo was shooting the unboxing, he was like, he exactly said this. He was like,
looks Vernon very pleasing.
He said, Vernon is right. Pixel is going to be a hit this year because of how amazing it looks. The camera app on the Pixel 10 Pro, even though, the Pro XL, the Pro series is that when you zoom from 15 times onwards, I think I want to show you this. There is like a box which appears in the camera app. And you know how like usually when I'm going to show you all soon. So there's this box here.
It just shows you where you are. It's like the Samsung.
And not only that, you can, it shows you where you are, but you can also enlarge this blur.
Ooh. Huh?
So you can kind of, and then you can kind of frame. Of course, now we can't show you all, but I like the idea of Pixel having that option of you making it bigger, so that you
That's something different.
Yeah. No one has done it before, so really big props for Pixel on that. Again, gaming is not yet. There's also the 100 times pro zoom. I can give you a result on that. It is true. What's cool is that Google gives you two different options. I mentioned that last podcast, whereby if you take 100 times zoom, it will give you two options. It's either you take the AI enhanced version or the non version. And based on the test that I've done, the AI version looks very nice and sharp, like almost magic.
Right.
But it's nice that they give us the option if you want to use the non version. But it's really, really good.
I remember asking you this the last week.
Yeah, last week.
That how would it work without AI? I mean, to a certain extent, the option without AI also has some AI enhancements to it.
Yes, I remember you told me last week, and then I thought about your question. It's because they're just using digital zoom. Because it's in the camera app where you allow such things, right? It's same like why we question like why certain phones like the Poco F7 Ultra, why you cannot record 4K ultra wide camera. When it's not a chipset, it's not about the camera module, it's Poco decided to do
just
that.
To limit.
So
could be a
good question. It was a very good question. I was trying to think about it, although we didn't get an answer directly from Google. But the answer could be plain and simple because they said, okay, look, we allow you because it's a huge pixel count, right? 48 megapixel, if I'm not mistaken. Right. And it is good that you can do that and you can digitally zoom up to. If it's a 12 megapixel, then yes, it sounds impossible. Yeah. Why would you zoom up to 100 times? But yeah, that option is actually really good as well. So overall, the camera, we will be doing a comparison between the Pixel base model and the Pro XL. The reason why I didn't include the Pro, because it's the same cameras, right? And I purposely went with the baseline and the extreme to really find out which are the areas that the baseline model lacks and is it a lot of difference. So stay tuned for that in-depth review.
Right, but without going into details, would you say the Pixel 10 cameras this year are better than the Pixel 9?
I didn't do a comparison side by side. Okay. I don't think there's a huge improvement based on me just taking pictures and just looking back. Okay. I don't see it like going like wow. I don't have that similar feeling when I take a photo on a Xiaomi or on a Vivo. Yeah. Right. So,
but again, I think the biggest difference is the Pixel 10. Yeah. Having a third camera telephoto.
So the question will be, which we will answer in our in-depth review, is that is the Pixel 10's camera good enough? And if you really had to compare, because you're paying 1,000 ringgit for the Pro, right?
Yeah.
Whether or not you should pay the extra 1,000 ringgit for the Pro based on the results that we show side by side. Right. That is what we want to achieve in our video review.
Yeah.
So that is what we want to go through. We also want to continue on with AI because hardware is one thing.
Yes.
I tested out the AI stuff. I can say it. And after we're done at podcast, I will let you try it. There are plenty, as you guys know. First of all, it comes with Material 3 Expressive and Android 16, of course, since it's Google. Magic Cues. You heard about the Magic Cues?
I heard about Magic Cues.
So Magic Cues, in case you all did not know, is whereby, like, just say, for example, Vernon and I are playing pickleball on Sunday. And then we have a conversation to say that, hey, where's pickleball again? This Sunday? So before I can answer, there will be like a sort of a pop-up to tell you that, because they're scheduled. So it's on my Google Calendar. Yeah. It will pop up there and I just have to click it. It will automatically send it to Vernon. Okay? So it's a very cool feature.
It's intelligent, but is it invasive?
So here's the thing. Yeah. They said in order for you to, this is on the Google page, in order for you to access it, you need to go to your settings and then you scroll to Magic Cue. And then, okay, here's the funny part. I'd been trying it for the longest time. I couldn't go into the Magic Cue, but now suddenly I can go into it. So, okay,
Maybe it's an OTA update.
I think
that
they just
happened
literally
overnight.
did it. Okay, never mind. I'm glad it works. But probably, this is the baseline Pixel. Let's open the Pixel XL. I think I've tried it on the XL. Hold on. It's quite funny.
This reminds me of the paper.
There you go. Okay. So, see, I go here. I go to the Magic Queue. It tells me that sign in to your account to use Magic Queue. But I already signed in, ma. But what's interesting is that
maybe you need to just sign in once.
Maybe I need to sign in once or sign out from this particular device. So it could be a reviewer Adam Lobo problem. But I now that I know that it works on the baseline, I'm going to try it out. But my question is also, when we test this out, when the review comes out, is this something that only going to be working on the Messages app? Or will it work with Telegram or WhatsApp as well?
Right? Good question, but I feel it would be more useful if it was global.
Yeah. But because who uses the Messages app?
Then it ends up like Apple Intelligence, where it's limited to iMessages.
Exactly. So I hope it comes like universally on any, even though on Instagram or Instagram messages, Facebook messaging, Telegram, or even WhatsApp. So
I guess it's just like Gemini right now, where sometimes it appears on WhatsApp.
Another AI feature which is called the Photos Coach. Now this is something where you can use your voice to make it brighter and all. Unfortunately, I think it's a pixel drop thing because they said it's coming soon to US first. I changed the region on the phone, still nothing. But they say that this is a Google Photos feature, not a Pixel exclusive feature.
So it'll be available for all Android phones.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
So hopefully, maybe you can see it in the upcoming Samsung devices.
But again, would it be annoying and invasive?
I don't think.
Also, I feel it's a lot easier if you just gesture and poke yourself around inside.
Yeah, but again, the uncles and the aunties,
But sometimes describing it is tougher, I feel. Is it wasting
but
your
if you
breath,
want to make
kind of trying to describe things?
It's true. Like you can just say it like simple stuff. This is a very good point. You can say simple stuff, make it brighter.
Yeah.
Brighter some more. Like for example, like if I were to
face sharp.
Yeah.
Face swap.
Change the skies to different skies. I think we
make
can
sky
kind of
bluer.
Sky
blue.
Maybe
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Because Gemini is smart, right? So, but that's a good point. Sometimes you don't know how to say. You can't. Again, it depends on who is actually saying it. You can't be saying that. Make it nicer. What is nicer?
Yeah.
Right. So I guess.
Also, the question is, does everyone edit photos? I bet more than 50% of the people don't even know what the menus are for. When you go in, toy with and play around with exposure and contrast, I don't think many people do that.
Yeah.
Because they just don't know how.
Yep.
But maybe this voice thing will help make it easier.
Correct.
Your face orange, make it less orange.
You can do removal of stuff though. But again, like for example, like remove that uncle at the background.
Yeah.
Mustadam standing. So maybe can do something like that, I guess.
I guess we need to try it out and see if it works well.
So that is one thing which we unfortunately couldn't try just yet. The camera coach was really good.
Oh yeah?
Wow. I mean, so in a nutshell, like for example, you open up the camera app and then let me just use probably the baseline one. I think that was the baseline one because check your connection and try again. No wonder isn't it connected already? Okay, so the camera coach is whereby let me just quickly connect to the internet and then from there we can kind of use this. Okay, so camera coach is whereby if you focus on something, you click the coach icon on top, like a camera icon on top, and then it'll give you a series of how you can take the picture nicer. And then you choose which one of the menu over there, and then it will guide you step by step. So I hope I can. Okay, there you go. So it's an icon here, right? So just say it, I've got like this one. I want to show this. So I click at the icon. He will learn and then he'll find some options. So he's finding options. So this will require internet connection, as you guys know. And it's taking quite a while. I think because our studio's internet is horrendous. Faster a day. So what happens is it's slow internet connection. See again. So you have to have a good internet connection for this. So what happens is that if you have a good internet connection, it will come out with a bunch of options on your screen down there. So it'll give you like, oh, maybe you should do this. And then you choose the exact one and then it'll go step by step. Yeah. But again, internet
But you
connection
still
is very
need to
crucial.
physically do it yourself. And it doesn't
it will
do it
tell
for
you
you.
to go in front. No, it doesn't do it for you.
Okay.
So it's a coach. It's not an AI to let it do it for you. It's a coach to help you coach. Literally, like imagine having a football coach.
It's like a guide to.
Yeah, it's like a guide, and I like
to shoot
the
better
guide.
photos.
I like the step-by-step guide, and like I said, this could be beneficial not for the elderly people or the elderly people, but also like those aspiring to be Instagram boyfriends and all.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that would be great. Live translation. Can you guess whether or not it did well? Because remember, before that, live translation not only translates in real time, but also it translates your voice. So Samsung has the similar one where it uses some random AI voice person. But for example, just say I'm speaking to you in Hindi. And when you speak back to me, you speak back to me in Hindi, but in Vernon's voice.
Wow, it uses my own voice?
Yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
do you think did it work or did it not work?
Coming from Google, yeah, I think it works.
More, do you think it works? Wow. Good confidence. It worked damn well. But here is the caveat. You need to talk in a normal pace. So,
What's a normal pace?
So normal pace will be like, for example, you go like, hi, what are you having for food today? What are your plans today?
Okay.
Then you will immediately translate to Hindi, for example.
Okay.
But if you speak in a slow pace, hi, what are you planning to eat today? That's where it goes haywire.
Oh, really?
Because you go, hi, dot, it's doing the real-time translation.
Okay.
So it sounds gibberish. It's like, what is this? What is this?
Okay.
So, which I know can be improved, but when it works, it's so mind-blowing hearing my wife speaking Hindi to me. Lucky I can understand Hindi. So for me, and I choose that language. English Malaysia does not work, but English US and UK fine. You need to download the language packs.
Okay.
So after you download language packs, and the only language I can speak and understand is Hindi besides English. And currently there are 10 languages. Yes, also Indonesian. I didn't try that. I mean, I can speak Malay, but Malay and Indonesian is a little different because there's no Bahasa Melayu or Bahasa
What
Malaysia.
about latency? How?
Pretty fast.
Fast?
Again, like I said, you need to kind of make sure that the other person doesn't speak like a slow robot. Don't go like, how are you today? Or don't go, how are you today? You just go, how you speak like in a normal,
Okay.
like a normal
Normal
person.
speed.
Yeah, don't go slow because that's what my wife did. She went like, I want to go because she thinks that it's going to be slow. Yeah, I just told her, what, just talk like a normal person, like in a normal pace. Then it really sounded like her voice speaking Hindi to me, which is amazing. And I'm glad it's available in our region.
Yeah, I
because
think it's
how,
amazing that it's that actual voice.
Yeah.
That gets
So that
translated.
is something nobody's ever done before, which is really
it's
great.
nice.
So
Good stuff.
that is the AI related stuff. Now there's also the Pixel Journal app, exactly like the iPhone's Journal app. So if you guys are used to that, it's fine. I think the reason why they did a Pixel Journal app again is to help people switch. So if people switch from an iPhone to a Pixel, they say, oh, we also have a Journal app. Screenshot app. I love it because I'm a screenshot slut. And I honestly think that in year 2025, moving to 2026, if there's any other phones who's not going to try to keep up with Google Pixel phones are going to be the cleverest phone in the room. Guaranteed.
I won't disagree.
Pre-order is already started, as we mentioned. The online stores is from 28 August onwards, which is yesterday. So if you want to see that,
Yes, I have friends who have already ordered.
Yes.
And gotten the.
Now that we do like a mini review for all of you all, remember we'll be doing an in-depth review to help you all make a purchase decision. But based on this, what you heard without the cameras and stuff, for you, what phone you would get among all these three? Let's not talk about the fold yet. And which phone would you recommend? Is it the same or is it two separate phones?
Two real choices.
Okay.
Number one, if money was no object, Pro XL. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Pro XL. And if you want to get started for the first time buying a Pixel phone, buy the Pixel 10. Because you're not getting a compromised experience, not like before where you only get two cameras and whatever. Now you get the full shebang. Great battery life, looks good. Android 16, vanilla Google as you like it, vanilla Android as you like it, and I think it comes at a very good price. It's for the Pixel 10 to win. It's for the Pixel 10 Pro to lose. This entire lineup. So it's either the Pixel 10 or the Pixel 10 Pro XL. That's from me.
Very good point. So for me, the Google Pixel 10 base model is very, very appealing for people who want to get the phone.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like, it seems like a no-brainer, especially today, whereby you have the three cameras already. You have the ultra-wide, you have a dedicated telephoto, and you have a main lens. So the question does remain whether or not do you care about the quality as much. If it is different.
Quality in what sense?
Quality of the camera photos compared to
I think it's
Pro.
good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be for the Google Pixel devices. So for me, I would recommend the 10. I would buy the XL.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the battery and stuff like that. So I think that is something which is actually very good. Very quick on the Vivo V60. First of all, it comes with a 90 watts of flash charger inside the box. It also comes with a case, which is nice. A black color TPU case. It has triple camera setup. Remember the rumors were saying that the telephoto and the ultra wide is going to come with a smaller sensor, but it is a 50 megapixel telephoto lens, and the ultra wide is 8 megapixel, but the front camera is a 50 megapixel. So Vivo takes their cameras very seriously, and the
Why do you think that they didn't put a 50 megapixel ultra wide?
I think it's the price factor. Simple. Because they wanted to keep the price low. Because remember, we're talking about a phone that starts with 1,999.
I know.
2,000 ringgit phone for this kind of specs is really mind-blowing.
Again, it's such a good value. I mean, just look at the specs. And IP68 and IP69.
Yes, both. We tested out the cameras.
How is it that it's IP68 and IP69? Is that two different models or is it a single model?
It's different areas that they apparently introduced to it.
Wow, that's strange.
So for me, I can't explain it in a layman term, but apparently it's a little more advanced per se. But to me, I don't get into that. For me, if I see IP68, I'm just happy. Yeah.
It's good. This is good enough already.
The overall picture quality is very X200 Pro level, except maybe the Zeiss bokeh effect that me and Mo noticed that the wow factor, I almost said wow. The wow factor, wow. Pink color wow. The Zeiss bokeh effect on the Pro or the X200 Pro is nicer, the bokeh. But it still looks good for the price.
I'm assuming that's AI driven.
Yeah.
Bokeh,
Okay, so that is one. Other than that, I think from a design and a build quality perspective, I should have brought the phone up, but I didn't bring it. We've got the summer blue version. Is a very good, nice overall phone. The screen is also very amazing, 6.77 inch. The diamond shield glass, so it has like your glass protection similar to your Corning, but it's their very own ones. Other than that, in terms of the overall performance, again, the X200 Pro is using MediaTek. This is using the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4. So could it be that the portrait bokeh was not as good as the X200 Pro because the MediaTek Dimensity was a better processor? We do not know. But that was the case. But again, for the price of 1,999, that's really amazing. Battery life was really good. You can definitely go more than 2 days if you really
this was
played
6,500
millions of battery.
It's mad.
So stay tuned for our in-depth review of that, because again, phone which is 1,999 is really mind-blowing with what Vivo has done.
Yeah. And I've seen some sample images, the photos that's come out.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's very good,
Yeah.
especially for their telephoto lenses.
Yeah, telephoto is...
So bloody good. It makes us, you and I, we love telephoto lenses
It
more than
shames some of the
ultra-wide,
more expensive...
It does. And I love
smartphones.
Vivo's approach here, because while a lot of companies are raising the prices of their phones, we have brands like Vivo who's reducing the price or containing the price at least by bringing more flagship features into the phone. This is something which I hope that other smartphone makers does to help us as overall users or consumers as well. So that will be for the Vivo V60. There are two devices. Best tech news of the week, not a lot, but one of the first ones is the ROG Xbox Ally and the Ally X. So
is it Ally X or Ally 10?
So there is... Oh, that's a good point though. Is it Ally 10?
I think it should be X.
So I think it's X, yeah. October 16 release, revealed by Gamescom 2025, which is a very famous event, of course. The Ally is going to have an AMD Ryzen Z2A processor, 16 gigs of RAM with 512 gigabytes of SSD and 60 watts of battery. But the Xbox Ally X, which is a bit more extreme per se, because it comes with AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme APU some more, with built-in NPU as well. So there's a built-in NPU. So it'll be interesting to see the AI-powered features within this, because it also has the automatic super resolution, they call it, for upscaling games, which is also very interesting. Price-wise, of course, we do not know. But what are your thoughts about this particular release? Like, for me, I'm not a huge gamer. But what are your thoughts about this?
I mean, people like our team side would probably be jumping for joy.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing is that when you have a gaming console like that, it isn't like a Windows experience.
Yeah.
You get almost like an Xbox experience, right? You go in, it's more purposeful.
Yeah.
You don't need to go through that Windows environment, which is really sucky.
Yes.
Which is why personally I prefer the Steam version of handheld gaming devices. But yeah, it looks like a pretty solid release. And ROG, I mean, when even the first release was a very interesting product and something that I think gamers look out for. I'm not sure where the AI stuff come in aside from super resolution.
Yeah.
But I mean, anything that with AI sells, I guess, nowadays.
Yeah, because apparently other than the upscaling gaming, there'll be also the ability to generate highlight reels and gameplay moments from there. But yeah, I think this is still a very early stage when once we get it, we can kind of go through and probably if we ever get the devices with us.
They didn't talk about thermals or they didn't talk about cooling system and stuff like that.
It's just more like, okay, here's the specs and here's the release. That's about it. Then they'll pass it to Linus and do some lab tests and we will find out a bit more of that.
Yeah.
The next news is Samsung Galaxy event, just when we thought that Samsung was done for the year. But yeah, kind of knew that FE is coming.
We kind of know that Samsung will always try and steal Apple's thunder a little bit.
Yeah, because
always
it's very
before,
close. Yeah, which is fun.
Before an Apple event.
By the way, we have this phone now. So we are expecting the Galaxy S25 FE. And the tablets, which is most probably the Tab S11 and the Tab S11 Ultra. Any other surprises you think that they're going to be having for the event?
Not sure. I think I wasn't even sure whether the tablets were a thing, but apparently it is. Premium AI tablets.
Yeah.
S11, S11 Ultra. I think that the main thing would be the S25 FE.
Yeah, I agree. And
if
they
the biggest sell would be that, hey, this is better than the iPhone 17.
Yeah, the baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the Galaxy Tab S11 and the S11 to shine, the Ultra to shine, I think they need to introduce new AI already, because when the S25 series was released or even the Fold, there was no, the S25 had like a couple, like the audio eraser feature and all. But I think if they release a new AI for the tablets,
right,
like tablet specific AI. That'd be kind of cool.
That's a good point.
I think Galaxy AI has been very strong. I think among every other brand, everybody goes and leans towards the AI which Google does. Vivo has the very interesting AI, like changing the 4 seasons, which we mentioned last week.
That was mind blowing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was mind blowing. Yeah, really.
That was actually quite interesting. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any other surprises. I think it's just going to be okay. This is it, kind of thing. I think
it's not a major thing.
It's not, it has never been a major thing.
Yeah.
So, but who knows? That could be something which is very interesting also. All right, for the next segment, which is Who Asked for This, is the Kickstarter. I don't know whether it's pronounced iKKO or
I think it's iKKO.
iKKO. Okay, so
I think it's
okay.
iKKO.
So let's go with iKKO then. iKKO Mind One. Who asked for this, Vernon?
People who like small things, like small smartphones.
Yeah.
We know that the trend of the past maybe decade has been bigger phones, right? Bigger and bigger phones. Now we have phones like almost 7 inches. But also thanks to OLED, it isn't physically that big. It's just that the display is big. Yeah. But this is a 4-inch device. We talked about a device last week. What was that? The blue. What was it again?
The Blue Fox
NX1,
phone.
the Blue Fox, Blue Fox
NX1, yeah.
Yeah, which was also a 4-inch phone, which he didn't like because he said it was very thick.
Yes.
But this is a small and thin, 8.9 mm thin smartphone that's Android driven.
Yep.
But I feel it's got a lot of good things going for it.
It's got a headphones jack, which I love.
Yeah.
So it can become like a mini iPod kind of thing.
Yeah. So the headphone jack comes with as part of a snap-in expansion case.
Yes.
So the snap-in expansion case comes with a QWERTY keyboard. Also comes built in with a 500 milliampere extra battery.
On top of the 2,200 milliamps.
Yes, on top of the 2,200 built in.
Yeah.
And it also comes with, like he mentioned, the 3.5 mm headphone jack and a DAC, a Cirrus Logic DAC, which gives you hi-fi sound, which I feel, wow, that's a big draw for me. I wish that it came built in with the device, not just as an expansion pack. Because I may not necessarily want the QWERTY keyboard.
Yep.
But yeah, so this little Kickstarter project is already fully backed, meaning it's on.
Yeah.
They're going to ship in November, which is great. The Kickstarter price at that time was USD 299. Which is not a bad price, but it's going to retail for USD 499. $500 is quite a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
For a small Android phone. It is, however, going to run Android 15, is GMS certified.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is, if you need like minimalist stuff, you can run the iKKO AI OS, which gives you like offline access to AI tools and stuff like that within the phone, which is quite interesting.
It's called the Nova Link.
Yeah. I don't know how they did that, but apparently it's through hardware and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's interesting as this little phone, it actually looks a little bit like a Z Flip.
Yes, it's the same exact size.
Almost the same size.
Yeah.
When it's unopened.
Yeah.
So it's got a big screen, AMOLED.
Yeah.
It's got a flippable 50
megapixel Sony sensor. So it's not
camera.
it's not flagship
with
but
OIS.
It's not flagship, but it's like high mid-range level.
Yeah, I've seen some of the photos. They're really not bad.
Yeah.
For the price. And it comes with this vSIM system, which supports connectivity without a SIM card. It's just like eSIM, but apparently it only supports data. So you can just buy a data package wherever you go. Supported in 140 countries. 4G plus only.
Yes, correct.
Or 4G, because they say 5G will take a lot more battery. So 4G is a good trade-off. But in case you need it, there's also a nano SIM slot.
So what's interesting is that I was eager to find out about iKKO as a brand. Why suddenly iKKO? Who is iKKO?
It's not their first project.
It's not. So they have this thing called iKKO Active Buds, which looks like this.
It looks very cool, my guys.
It looks like this.
Yeah.
And it's an earbud with a music player screen there, and it has ChatGPT built in.
Yeah. He has a smart OS built into the device.
It's quite interesting because it's an AI voice assistant which has ChatGPT version 4 and DeepSeek R1. These are different level, like this flares. So I like this.
I like it. I'm so close to wanting to buy one just to try it out.
Maybe I'll just reach out to them and
I think it's really cool as maybe a secondary device.
exactly.
Just like
And
the NX1.
I think so. The question is, who asked for this?
People who want, something different.
Yeah.
And a smaller phone.
Yes, and I asked for this.
I give it a thumbs up.
Huge thumbs up for this particular category.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The community segment now, we are going to go into the question that Side came up with is that when you're listening to podcast music or even watching videos, what is your listening tool of choice? Tell us in the comment section below. Do you agree with this particular percentage of earphones being the highest, followed by speakers, headphones, and then watching mute with captions turned on? Before we go into the comments.
Before I answer that, it's also unclear whether it's on the go, meaning on your mobile phone, on your laptop, on your, maybe your tablet, or is it at home on your Mac or PC? So that would kind of change the answers a little bit. But I'm assuming this is going to be on the go.
Okay.
Okay?
So if it's on the go,
I think earphones, I expected it a little bit more.
okay.
With the proliferation of TWS devices and earphones and earbuds, I expected it a bit higher. Speakers, if you're outside in public, it's going to be a bit annoying, I feel. Some people do it in the lift, watching videos, out loud.
Yeah, it is annoying.
It is annoying, but people do it. So that does happen. Headphones, yeah, okay. I kind of agree with the entire results. Watch on mute with captions turned on. That's a funny one. Yes, when watching videos, but not other else. Not music, definitely, for sure.
Okay.
Not podcasts.
So which did you vote for? I didn't see the results.
I didn't vote for this, but if I were to vote for it, it would be earphones first, and second would be headphones. Headphones would be at home.
Okay.
Yeah, earphones always outside.
Okay.
When I'm on the go.
For me,
speakers.
because when I'm watching YouTube videos, it's always when I'm at home most of the time. So
yeah, home speakers, that's fine.
Yeah, no, meaning I will use the phone speaker at home.
Oh, really?
So like just say when I'm having my lunch or having my dinner, if I don't have my iPad in front of me, I'll just take the phone
but
speaker.
you're at home, that's fine.
Yeah. But when I'm going out, I'm one of those people who watch on mute with captions turned on. That's why I saw 2%. Oh shit, is it just me? Because I don't want to bug people. At the same time, I understand. So when I cut my hair, for example, I'll watch it. I'll watch the video mute.
I would be plugged into my.
Yeah, but he's going to cut my hair.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like macam kacau.
Earbuds are fine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Have you ever wear earbuds while a person is cutting your hair?
Yeah.
Wow. Mo, have you done it before? There you go. I'm not the only one.
It's also good because you have ANC to kind of kill the noise, right?
I feel like it would disturb their job per se.
No, it won't.
Oh, and you know how barbers like to talk, especially most barber. The floor talks non-stop.
Oh, they talk a lot.
Yeah, especially your barber talks a lot.
But it's a good way to say shut up, right?
Yeah. So
leave me with some peace.
And somehow most barber, nice guy, but he talks a lot to a point where we're like, oh my god. So imagine if one day he turn up there, that guy is going to shave your head bald more.
Yeah. Barbers love to talk because it's a bit lonely.
Yeah, so that is B, right? Very interesting. So again, as
what
a
are the comments?
I use the phone speakers more. I only use earphones when I work out or if I'm on a plane. I almost never use headphones these days because of long-term comfort and because of our amazing Malaysian weather.
Okay.
I always tend to sweat. So I will use headphones only when I'm like so into, okay, I need to listen to music now to de-stress, which is so much lesser these days because I meditate a lot. But
because you're less stressed.
Yeah, because I got great people like you and Mo.
Oh.
And Liho.
We are very distressing, Mo.
And all of you guys are watching. So then I watch on mute when I'm in a public place, or even if I'm on a Grab. But if I'm on a Grab, I can't, because I have motion sickness. I cannot use my phone.
If I'm in a Grab, I'm on my earbuds.
Yeah. And even when listening to podcasts and all, I listen to my phone and put the speakers on. So
very interesting.
Yeah. So like I put it. So like for example, when I go to toilet or when I mandi, I'll put the phone, play a podcast, and then just listen.
Okay.
On the phone speaker. Yeah.
If I guess if I want focus and I don't want the distraction of noise, I will be on my headphones. If I'm at home, otherwise I'll be on my speakers. Yeah. Well, any interesting comments from there?
We're looking now. 7 comments. Transformer.
Huh?
Transformer or Transformer.
Oh, the name of the guy is
Yeah.
Transformer.
He said depends on the situation. At work, everything with headphones. At home, I prefer the built-in speakers of the TV screens or HomePod Mini or built-in speakers of the Mini. Yeah, actually,
Makes sense.
I like how you break it down. For me, at home, if I'm because we're talking about phones here, but most of the time, about 90% of the time when I watch YouTube videos, I watch it on my TV. So I have my Sonos speakers there, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks for the breakdown. Nice one, Transformer. Yurichi says, because I love EDMs, likelihood, and you as well, I would actually prefer headphones for any media, but too much can impair the hearing, so either headphones or speakers. Yeah.
Yep, makes sense.
Correct. The Black Digger is back. What's up? Never been a fan of headphones, so I'll just use either speakers or earphones. Headphones get too warm for me. Exactly what I mentioned.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Like, honestly, the nothing headphones is just chilling there. You want me? I'll pass it to you. And he said, I don't know for the life of me. Hope people go running and full on headphones. I don't know. I agree with him. You know how some people, Dwayne Johnson does it, but that is branding. They wear headphones and work out. I'm like,
some people do that. I see that a lot. And I'm like, I see that a lot. And people wear that when they're commuting or whatever. They're running.
Commuting is okay because like Emmanuel does that, right? A lot.
Running.
Yeah. Running.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
I've seen people running with headphones. So.
Yeah. On a treadmill. So Dwayne does that, like even weight training.
Too bulky for me.
Yeah, I agree with him. It's just ridiculous. Bro Alan says, I prefer to use earphones because they're more convenient compared to headphones. Agreed. Earphones are small, but they sometimes have issues with the wires. That is for wired. The advantage is that they don't need charging, unlike headphones. Yeah. But there are wired options for headphones. Yeah. But headphones are big, earbuds are small but require charging. In conclusion, I don't like having to charge a device just to use it. That's one of the reasons why I use the phone speaker, because I don't have to even think about any other external device, right? Jim says, I work a third shift, so prefer speakers, but if everyone is in bed, headphones. But if I'm at work, earbuds. Unfortunately, I'm probably on earbuds the most. Third shift sucks, LOL. Thank you, bro.
Third shift.
A lot of people appreciate your work. And, third shift guys, if you've seen a podcast done by Stephen Bartlett, talks about how people with third shift has lesser lifespan. So please take care of yourself. That is science backup. HT says, I like this. I used to be one of these people. I use bone conduction headphones because you want to keep your ears open. I used to do that when I was in Astro. I used to use the aftershocks. Before it's known as shocks. I also use it for video calls when I was doing Shopee Live, because I can actually hear outside, at the same time hear the commands that the team is going. So that is great. Nash Days says, I wonder what videos you watch on mute. YouTube videos. There you go. That's your answer. Nice one. As usual, our call to action would be that every Tuesday, Syed will be asking a question. So be sure to answer and vote accordingly. And we will feature your comments and all of your thoughts in the comments or during when we talk about here. Or you can even comment at this particular video as well. So that would be for the comment reaction and everything mentioned. What's exciting tomorrow, which is, if you're watching this on Saturday, is Merdeka. The next videos which is coming up would be the Wiz Smart Lighting. If you missed the video of the LG AI appliances, make sure to check that out as well. And upcoming videos, the Pixel versus videos, make sure to stay tuned for that. The Vivo V60 review, make sure to stay tuned for that. And the Samsung S95F anti-glare matte finish TV is also coming really soon. So with that, we'd like to close today's section or session for the podcast. My name is Adam Lobo.
My name is Vernon. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.